Alrighty guys, so first off, rip your wallets if you want to play next format. It might be one of those pay-to-win formats where it's a very expensive format because a lot of people were really excited at first that the Momo Rat was going to be common, but then Konami pranked us with all of the new cards that we want to use, which are all going to be secret rare. I'll get into those leaks in a second, but you pretty much can see it from here. And in addition to that, there's new Spiral support. I feel like there's not very much love for them Spirals, so someone actually made a really cool variant of Spirals using the new Spiral Misty card, and it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some replays, and then we'll talk about some of the new cards coming out in the game as well as the leaked rarities. But nonetheless, we see first turn Convulsion the Nature back in the game. Wow, I never thought I'd saw this card, but look at this field. Making good use of the new movie artwork obelisk that you guys get when you see the movie. Actually, Yu-Gi-Oh's movies coming today, Dark Sides of Dimension, but it wasn't playing in any of my areas. So if any of you guys found an online way to like pay for the movie or download it, you know, because that torrent's not out yet. But if you guys let me know, I would appreciate it because the movie's not playing in my area. I would love to see the movie or pay for it, but I didn't see any sites that offered a pay-per-view of the Yu-Gi-Oh movie. But if you guys know where to watch the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, I'd love to know down below. But we're here for the Spirals. Anyways, just check out what the Misty can do over here. So basically, it's a deck where you get to reveal both players' decks, and you get to basically call cards correct. And look at this board. He's got an obelisk. The guy was trying to go for a Momo Rat pay, but it didn't actually work out for him. But got destroyed by the new Spygal Misty. But some of these replays are pretty cool, so I wanted to share them off with you guys. It's more of a cheese-oriented deck, but at the end of the day, that's just kind of what Spirals are. A lot of people were disappointed with the new Spiral support, but I'll get to the new Spiral support cards in a second. But for the most part, look at this. Look at the sackage that goes on over here, man. Look at a monster called Man-Eater Bug. Who played Man-Eater Bug in Magic Cylinder in 2017, man? This guy, Lamperouge, you're crazy, man. Like, Axe of Fools, maybe he's a newer player. I mean, that's all I can think of it. Like, what is this? I bet you, does he have all 5 people? He's got Marshmallow. Is this a Yu-Gi deck? Out of nowhere, he got Blackluster Soldiers, a Penguin Soldier, that's an old school man. But nonetheless, the whole idea was to show you guys Spygal Misty. What the heck is that? Phantom Griffin? Or whatever. The whole idea, guys, was just to show off the Convulsions of Nature deck with the new Spygal card. But this is a pretty spicy. This one, I thought I was going to make a Fire Yu-Gi-Oh replays, but there wasn't enough content for it. But this one definitely deserves to be in a Fire replay over here. And it's crazy because the play that goes off in here, just watch what both players make. It's amazing. I won't ruin it. Just sit back and enjoy this awesome play. So anyways, he's going to go ahead and activate the Resort. A pretty interesting card. Once per turn, you get to add a Spiral from your deck to your hand. That's like insane. But once per turn during your end phase, you have to shuffle one monster from your graveyard into the deck or destroy the card. So basically, it wants it to be a card where you're at least made of play. But again, there's like cards like Ghost Ogre, and there's the new Reaper card coming out, the new Ghost card that can stop your opponent from searching cards. But nonetheless, he's got a Gengar Raidai over there, and he's got the Silent Honor art because it didn't die, and he's got Charming Resort Staff, another one of those new cards for them Spirals, but it's not a Spiral card, but it is support for it, so it's basically in the archetype. But nonetheless, we see a Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer, 5,000 attack, and this monster has 3,400 attack. So that's pretty boss over there. But this card is crazy. It's got 5,000 attack, but it's really kind of difficult to make for most decks other than like the rank 10 trains. But nonetheless, we got some Spiral Gear Drone Summon, Fairy Tail Shirayuki, making that go face down. And then he's going to go ahead and finally attack over that. 7 Sin's going to get extra attack over here. I like this card. I thought this was a really cool idea that it increases its rank by 3. So it can actually make some of the other cards later on. But nonetheless, we see Soul Charge, Auto Win activated. Is he going to win from this play? I mean, look at this board. It's a pretty threatening board, but Soul Charge was activated, so cannot conduct his battle phase this turn. But anyways, we got the Spiral Quick Fix Summon. He's going to go ahead and try to get rid of Shekinaga over there, and then he's going to go ahead and negate that. And then we see the Lucinia Recite Starling attacking into this, making it game because his opponent has to take the battle damage. That was amazing. Like, the guy made an insane field, and you came back from that. But anyways, going back to my point of some of the other stuff I want to talk about. Most of the stuff is relatively quick, so I didn't feel like it deserved a video on its own, but let me go ahead and start off with showing you guys the rarity. So first off, like I said guys, next format, if you're a budget player, at the moment, I don't know, because the new dinosaur structure deck is looking pretty good, but for the most part, I think most competitive players want to play the Zodiac. So I know you see over here that there's these two cards. There is, I forgot what they call this card. What do they call it? They call it something else. It's like you foolish like a spell, I believe. Foolish Burial with Belongings. It says temporary name. I guess we don't know the official name. But anyways. So that card apparently is going to be secret rare. I don't know who to give credit to. This is on the organization, but I feel like the quality, it says Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know who to give credit to, but they put their watermark. It looks like Luminate. But anyway, shout outs to you. I guess he just didn't have the pictures of those cards. But we can see that there's the new fusion monster that everyone has been waiting to try out. The new tuner that you can just instant fusion for. That one is apparently also secret rare, and that's kind of what a lot of players were looking forward to if they're going to playing synchros and not mess around with the Zodiac meta. And then some of the players that wanted to mess around with like a lawn mowing next door kind of a deck, that card is also secret rare, and pretty much most people that want that are going to want 3. For the Zodiac stuff, you need multiples of the triangle. More likely you're going to need probably 2 Drancias for the most part. A lot of people just max out on those anyways. And at that point, you're looking at probably a pretty expensive deck. So a lot of people are saying, rip my wallet, which is pretty true for next format. But again, I do want to give some of you players hope because that dinosaur structure deck is looking pretty good. I actually uploaded a video on that already. I'll link it down below. But anyways, yeah, some more leaked cards. Let's go ahead and jump into them. There's some Spiral stuff. There's also a new Spiral card. But anyways, first off, we have Spiral Gear Handy Cable. So if you control a Spiral Super Agent, target one face-up card your opponent controls, return to the top of the owner's deck. So that's actually a really good card for the Spiral archetype, so you don't really need Convulsions in nature, but it was really cool that, you know, we got to see that an old school card in action. And then next up we have a Spiral Mission Recapture. So it says, destroy this card during your third end phase after activation. Once per turn, if a Spiral monster is special summoned to your field, except during damage step, you target one monster opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase, but it can't attack directly this turn. If one or more Spiral monsters you control be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you banish this card from your graveyard instead of destroying one of those Spiral monsters. So that's cool. It gives you protection and it potentially lets you steal an opponent's monster, which is pretty good. Next up, we have some Sub-Terror support. A lot of people felt like, again, this is why it's going to be paid. We'll read the effects, then we'll talk about it. Alright, anyway, so Sub-Terror Nemesis Defender. During either player's turn when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets exactly one set monster you control and no other cards, or when a set monster you control is targeted for an attack by an opponent's monster. And it says question mark, so they're not positive if this is the effect. But anyways, it says you can send this card from your hand or face up on your field to the graveyard and then target one other monster you control that is an appropriate target for that effect/attack. That card effect/attack now targets the new card as long as you control a set monster. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So that card kind of protects itself. That's kind of cool. But next up we have the Behemoth Volturic. It's another Sub-Terror support card. 1900 attack, but 3000 defense. Its full effect is you get to set one. Its full effect is you can target one set monster your opponent controls, take control of it until your next end phase. You can only use this effect of Sub-Terror Behemoth Volturic once per turn. When a face-up monster you control is flipped face down, if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. It's kind of mediocre. I feel like full effects just aren't really in right now. And then we have another card, Behemoth Dragosari. So 2400 attack, 1600 defense. Full effect is you can activate this effect this turn. Sub-Terror cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You can only use this effect of Sub-Terror Behemoth Dragosari once per turn. And then when a face-up monster you control is flipped face down, if you control no face-up monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. Once per turn, you change this card to face down defense position. And then some other cards, the Clash of the Sub-Terror Caverns. So it's a continuous spell card. All Sub-Terror monsters you control gain counter deck and defense for each set monster on the field. When a Sub-Terror monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one Sub-Terror card in your graveyard, except for this card itself, and then add it to your hand. So a lot of people are like kind of upset about the Subterra is not being good, and then also people are complaining about the Spirals not being good. There's another Spiral card that we need to go over, but there's some other rarities over here. And it says Oddies, Raging Dragon is an ultra rare. So yeah, that is the information about why a lot of people are saying like rip my wallet next format, pay to win. But there's also another card that got announced. There is a new Spiral card called Spiral Tough. But anyways, it's 1900 attack, and it is a warrior, so you can reinforcement of the army for it, but it says this card's name becomes Spiral Super Agent while it is on the field or graveyard. Once per turn, you can declare one card type monster spell trap and target one card your opponent controls to reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If you do, destroy the targeted card if the revealed card is a declared type. So it lets you just destroy a card. Kind of nice. I just wish it was like if you control Spiral special summon like the 6 Samurais, you know, that would be kind of nice. But nonetheless, I mean, they do have a lot of access to summoning a lot of Spiral stuff. There's something that brings out the was it Big Red, I believe is the card. But nonetheless, yeah, if you guys are interested in playing most of the meta stuff, I also want to say it's kind of expensive next format. But you guys can let me know how you feel about that down below. And if you guys want to check out, because I know a lot of people are anti-Zodiac, I totally get it, man. You're against the grain, against the meta. I'll get you guys some footage of the new fusion card that's the zombie tuner, and also I had a lot of videos, but this one was really popular, so I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. And this guy OTK me with literally just that one card. That's all he had, was just this one card. He didn't like search it out, but nonetheless, he did a bunch of damage from just one card. So anyways, like I said, I'll link that down below if you guys want to check that out. And oh, it's wrong tab. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and let me know your thoughts on any of the stuff we talked about. Are you excited to try out some Spirals next format, or what are you excited about next format? Going into the new set and stuff like that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give a like button a pretty slap and hit that subscribe button for more Donkey Kong videos.